I interviewed some zero balancing practitioners. Here's how they describe zero balancing.
Well, for people who don't know anything about it, I would say that zero balancing is an osteopathic-based mind-body therapy developed by Dr. Fritz Smith in the early 1970s. The hallmarks of ZB, the main hallmark is it works on bone energy, held bone energy, held bone tension, held bone vibration. And because that's the deepest layer of energy in the body and the deepest flow of energy in the body, if we can release held tension at that level, held vibration at that level, then it releases it in the more superficial tissues and areas of the body, mind-body. Zero balancing is done through clothing. Your average ZB takes about 30 minutes. It feels good.
It's one of the easiest ways I know of dropping unnecessary stress and tension.
And it's a combination of being held in a meaningful way and being held in a way that is so deep that it goes beyond words and feeling.
It just works in a way that is really hard to describe.
For me, zero balancing helps us wake up to that deeper part of ourselves, the spirit and the soul. And of course, that's done in the very simple way. We don't need to know what spirit or soul is. We just need to touch the body in a way that acknowledges the movement and freedom and flow in the body, the energy. From that naturally comes a grounding of the energy into the bone and soft tissues thereafter.
Physical, the mental and the spiritual. And it really brings them together and combine them to bring us into who we really are.
And after a ZB session, most people feel more grounded, more stable, more clear, and more connected to themselves and thus the greater whole. And so if someone's feeling more stable, it really affects their emotional body. If they're feeling more clear, it affects their mental body. More grounded, it affects their physical body. So it really affects things on every layer of who we are in a very gentle and very simple way.
Zero balancing is the only thing that I've found that actually I felt brought me fully into my body, not only on a physical level, but an emotional level, a mental level, and a spiritual level as well. It encompasses everything.
It allows me to be with the more difficult stuff as well. The shame or grief or, the painful stuff that's hard to reveal to myself, let alone anyone else. It feels like this is a way I can do that more easily, more gently, sort of allowing that to be with it in a way that feels safe.
The more I experienced it personally, the more that I realised how profound it was in its simplicity.
And I think that's where zero balancing puts us back in the driving seat of our life. It stops the pressures, the external pressures being so powerful, what our parents want of us, what society, what our school teachers, what our friends expect of us, the peer pressures, and puts us back into ourselves so that we are back in looking at what we want in our lives.
It's as if somebody is allowing you to be who you truly want to be or need to be.
With zero balancing, I still find it the most brilliant thing.